Okay, welcome to the Healing Show. I am so delighted to be here with you guys tonight. My name's Keryn Lee. I'm an intuitive healer, tarot reader, and spiritual teacher. And I wanted to create this show as a way to connect with people about healing, to help people heal, to help people learn more about healing, to help people who want to be healers to know more about healing. So we have lots coming up on the show. We have, there'll be special guests. There will be a chance to ask questions and give comments and all that sort of thing throughout the show. And I really invite everyone to do that, because this is really about, you interacting with you guys. What do you want to know? What do you want to hear about? What do you want to learn about? And what difficulties do you have healing? And let's see if we can open all of that up and, create some magic for all of us. I have to say that I love healing. I could talk about it all day. It still intrigues me as much as it did 35 years ago when I started getting interested in all this type of thing. And every day, healing, working with clients, healing and doing work on myself, there is always something to be surprised about, or to be intrigued about, or to learn more. And I definitely feel as curious as I did about healing many, many years ago. So I see we have a few people popping in. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. It's really amazing that you've all decided to drop in. Now, please feel free to invite your friends. And if you put your screen into theatre mode, I believe if you're on a PC, on the top right, there'll be some little dots you can use to invite people. And if you're on a mobile, I think it's down the bottom on the left-hand side, there'll be those little dots to invite people. And not being very tech savvy myself, I'm hoping that information is correct. So please feel free to invite anyone who may like to be here to join us. I have a special format on this program where I can actually invite guests on to the program. You can pop into the lobby and we can get you up on the screen, and you can actually have a chat and ask your questions, or you can just put any questions and comments in the chat. You can type it in. So please feel free to interact in any way that you like. And if you do want to come on the show and ask a question, just put it in the chat and I will check it out when I can. Okay, so we have a few people on. Awesome, great to see you all here. Let me just pop my glasses on for a moment and make sure that I'm keeping up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hello, Peter, Karinda. Thanks for being here, guys. It's awesome to see you. And as I said, you may have missed earlier, this is all very experimental process for me to be doing this on this program live, which is slightly daunting, but very exciting at the same time as well. Big heart to you too, Juan. Thanks for being here, darling. All righty, so where should we start? Okay, just a little bit about myself. As I said, I began, or my interest in healing and metaphysical things began about 35 years ago. And I guess I really got into healing from the desire to heal myself, and a lot of self-esteem issues, extremely shy, if you can believe it. Now I'm doing all sorts of public speaking and that sort of thing. But, when I was in my teens, I was very, very shy. I had issues, family issues, and, all sorts of stuff. I don't need to go into it. But basically, these things were what drove me towards wanting to create a better life for myself. And I had this innate knowingness that somehow I could change my life. Somehow I could heal the things that were going on and create a different reality for myself. And that was what really kept me going through all of the books, workshops, spiritual teachers, all the things that we do to learn and discover more about this reality. And that deep desire to heal is really what kept me going. And now I get to experience that intrigue and that curiosity and that joy of healing through my clients, to see the shifts and changes that they have, to listen to their stories, to listen to their perspective, and even to see their struggles sometimes, and to be able to participate in creating change for them as well. So it's truly a gift to be able to work with people as a healer in a healing capacity, and it's truly a gift to be able to share I guess my experience, and also to listen and learn from my clients, because that is always a huge part of healing as well. So I thought we might talk a little bit today about energy, because as we know, everything is energy. Energy makes up a whole amazing reality, and without energy, we would not be here. So as infinite beings, we had to find a way to function in this reality, in a much denser reality. And of course, energy became our vehicle. It's what we use to be in this reality. And our physical bodies have, obviously are made of energy, and they have, every cell has this innate wisdom. Our whole bodies have consciousness, and they heal themselves without us doing anything. When we cut our finger will naturally heal itself. When we break a bone, the bone will naturally heal itself. Now, we might put a cast on to hold it into shape, into a better position that perhaps the body can heal on itself, because the body can't necessarily pop a bone back in on its own. But it can work with what it's got and mend the bone. So the body has this innate wisdom, this innate healing. And in fact, when I did my intuitive anatomy course, which is an advanced theta healing course, each day we spent a full day on a different system of the body. So one day we were talking about, or intuitively tuning into the bones. Another day it might have been the circulatory system, another day the muscles, and so on. And the fascinating thing was, by connecting intimately with each system of the body, we got to see that it has its own intelligence, it has its own personality, it has its own consciousness. It was just absolutely phenomenal. So when we tuned into the blood, we found that it was so busy. It barely wanted to stop and talk to us, or it didn't want to stop, obviously. It didn't really want to talk because it was so insanely busy pumping blood through the system. And when we talked to the bones, they were very light, happy, giggly, bubbly, very happy to talk about their job and what they did, very proud of what they did, actually. And what we found with every single system of the body was it was absolutely sure that it was the most important system in the body, and it would tell us, I have the most important job to do. Well, by the end of a couple of days, this was really funny, because every single system would tell us it was the most important not the most important, that it had the most important job in the body. But what I realized was, this did not come from a place of ego, obviously. This actually came from the intense focus that that system had on doing its job. So the intense focus that the blood has to pump through the body is required, because if it didn't have that, if it said one day, oh man, I'm just too tired today, I don't think I'll pump blood, we wouldn't be here very long. So every single system felt it was the most important, because it actually is. Its job is important. Now, what happens as things start to, when we have disease or illness or pain or anything like that, generally there is some energy that's got blocked. There is, perhaps that could be from belief systems, perhaps that could be from actual physical energetic block, because we have these amazing energy meridians running through the body. We have these energetic fields around the body, and energy can get stuck and not flow as efficiently in those areas. So there can be a number of things that actually cause imbalances, and this is where disease and disharmony come in the body. So let me just check and see if we have some comments, messages, etc. Beautiful, some hellos. Awesome. So if you have any questions, guys, please feel free to jump in. If you would like to make any comments, you know, what experiences you have had with healing, something that intrigues or interests you about healing, or something that you would like to know about healing, please feel free to jump in, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions. And because we only have half an hour for this show, I wanted to make it like a 30-minute blast every week, because we don't always have time to invest in a whole hour program every week. We don't always have time in our busy lives and our busy schedules to say, okay, I'm going to commit to doing this or that every week. But I think most of us have time for half an hour of magic every week, and let's see what we can create with that. So we're going to be doing some healing on these shows. We're going to be doing, as I said, have some guests and that coming on. I'm going to pick some different topics that we're going to be looking at for different weeks. And one of the things that I want to do is give you some energy exercises and stuff like that. So I have an energy exercise lined up to give you tonight, and I have to make sure that I keep track of time as well because of the shorter format. And knowing me, I can get started chatting away and the time disappears very, very quickly. All right, let me see. So yeah, energy supports, energy healing is about supporting the flow of energy through the body, and energy healing also contributes to modern medicine. And it is my deep desire to one day see modern medicine, Western medicine, and alternative therapies working together in harmony. Because can you imagine what it would be like if we had doctors who just did some simple basic muscle testing to test whether a particular drug was going to be suitable for a particular patient, or whether they have the correct dose for that particular patient? Because at the moment they have a broader maybe something based on weight or age or something like that. Whereas when you're able to tune in to every single person's body, which is innately different, then you can really start to work in a much more harmonious and congruent way. So to see those sort of things start to open up and expand in modern medicine is going to be really phenomenal. And, you know, we're starting to get there. We do have some doctors and alternative therapists who are starting to, you know, expand into those areas, and people are definitely talking more about it than they used to. You know, when I started doing healing work 35 years ago, there was no internet. There was definitely not as much talk about these things in the open as there is now. And there is also, there definitely wasn't the resources that we have today. So it's phenomenal to see the progression of healing over the past, you know, however many years, to a point where it is open. You can just jump on the internet these days and, you know, get all the information that you desire. So, one thing that I need to do is pop up on the screen here, if I can work my magic on this little thing here. Okay. So for those of you who do not have my free ebook, which is a practical guide to energy clearing, you can go to my website, www.kerynlee.com.au. click on the link at the bottom of the page and you'll be able to get the ebook for free. And you are all welcome to do that. I'll let that run for just a moment. And what I think we might do now is the energy exercise that I wanted to give you today. Now, this is a very, very simple energy exercise that will help you to recharge and rejuvenate your body. It works on the energy meridians of the body, which I'm kind of fascinated with at the moment because there are so many different ways to clear energy. We can work with different points on the body. We can work with belief systems, which is something I'm going to be talking about next week. We can work with energy fields. We can work with meridians. We can work with all different sorts of things to bring the body back into harmony. And when you start taking care of your body, when you start really starting to, care for your health, there are a lot of little things that you can do that contribute to creating much more ease and balance in the body. So I'm just checking for messages again. Sorry about my distraction. This is a little distracting, this thing here. But never mind, we'll survive. Yeah, okay, so here we go. This is called the 4 thumps, which kind of sounds ridiculous, but it is a technique that was created by a lady called Donna Eden, and she has something called Eden Energy Medicine, and she's very connected with the meridians of the body. And she has a couple of techniques that I use on a daily basis to just, start the day with your energies aligned and energized and in balance. So this is the first exercise as part of her daily routine. I don't want to throw the whole routine at everyone because I think when you get too much information, it can be overwhelming and then people don't bother to do it all. So I would recommend starting with this every day. Do it in the morning when you wake up as a daily practice, because the more that you do it, the more you train your energy systems how you want them to be. And if you keep reminding them, hey, I want you to wake up, I want you to work, I want you to flow in this direction, I want you to be energized. If you keep, reinforcing that, then that starts to flow more naturally on its own. And our bodies do get clogged energetically. They do get kind of blocked. We do pick up energies from all over the place. And the more we can help to create balance and harmony with our bodies, the better. So the first point is on the cheekbones, and we just tap those points. And this is related to the stomach meridian. So this helps to... Oh, sorry, I'm losing my bit of paper here that's reminding me what I need to do. There we go. Okay, so this point helps to ground us. So anytime you feel ungrounded, you can just do this particular point, because this meridian runs from here all the way down to your toe. So that toe obviously is connected to the ground, so that is going to help with grounding you. So this connects to the stomach meridian. Now, the next point is just under the collarbone here. This is your kidney meridian. So just tapping a few times on this one as well. This one helps you to have more vitality, more energy, because obviously it's connected to your kidney, which is kidneys, which is very important system in the body. So the next one is the thymus, which is about here on your chest. So I'm just going to do one hand because I need to hold my microphone thingy here out the way. But you can do like Tarzan, using both hands, just on the same spot though. And this thymus point really helps the immune system. Helps to wake up the immune system, helps to release toxins, helps to get everything flowing and moving. Okay, and the next point is the spleen point, which is at the side here, and it's just under where the bra line would be at the side. There actually is a spleen point at the front as well. We're not doing that one, we're doing this side point today. So we're just going to tap, well, not really tap, it's quite a decent thumb, not to the point where you actually hurt yourself, but just quite a decent tap, because you want to shift the energy and shift any stuck energy, shift where energy is not flowing and moving through the body. And this point helps to release toxins, and whether it's toxic thoughts, actual toxins in the body, it helps to metabolize everything, helps to metabolize food. Now, just stop and notice how you feel right now after doing that. And I'm sure that most of you will feel more energized, feel that energy now starting to flow through your body. And if you'd like to put some comments, please feel free to do so. Let me know if that's created a shift in your energy system at all. So this is perfect if you get to that point, you know, perhaps by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're starting to feel a bit tired. Do this, you know, even if you do like 30 seconds, 20 or 30 seconds on each point, it will start to completely energize your whole body and your whole system again. I'm just wondering if I should add one more in. And what the easiest ones to do are on camera. Oh, okay, there's a crossover shoulder pull that we'll add on as well. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to hold my microphone out. You grab hold of your shoulder and you just kind of hang your hand there for a moment. And then you pull down and across your body. I can't do it in this chair, but down towards your hip. And then you do the same with the other one. Cross your hand, hang your hand on your shoulder, just pulling down a little bit, and then bring it down to the hip. And you would do that maybe 5 times. So you can keep doing that while I'm talking. I won't do it myself because I'll keep tapping my microphone, which will be a bit annoying. But that's just called I think it's called a crossover pull or something like that, which is once again activating the thymus. It's activating the points here, and it's activating the thymus as you move across it. And it's also that crossover motion helps to align and balance the body as well. So let me just see if we have any comments or questions. Please feel free to leave a comment and let me know how you felt after doing that exercise. Oh, works for me. Beautiful. Thanks, Peter. There we go. That's cool, isn't it? How you can put those on the screen. I'm kind of a bit intrigued with this technology, this platform, and still learning how to use it, but it's pretty cool. And Corinda had a comment. Welcome to Be Live TV. Thanks, Corinda. Lovely name. So are there any questions or anything at all? Any comments? Anything at all? We have about 4 minutes left. In fact, what I'll do for a couple of moments is just go back to another one of my little handy dandy gadgets here, and just let people know that if you are not yet in my Healing with Keryn Lee Facebook group, please feel free to jump on over. it is a closed group, and I created a closed group because I wanted to create a private area where people could talk about healing and express about healing in something that's not quite as open and public as just a Facebook page. Now, in that Facebook group, there is a free telecall that I did based on the energy clearing ebook, and I accidentally forgot to record. So there's the first 15 minutes of it I'm missing, but the rest of the telecall is available in that Facebook group if you'd like to see that as well. I'm not going to be posting it anywhere else, so if you would like to see it, you can pop into the group. And I think what we might do just to finish off is just take a couple of nice deep breaths into the body, because the breath is an amazing gift that we have been given that is also a tool for healing, because the breath moves and flows energy through the body. So next week, I think we might, perhaps do a meditation, a conscious breathing meditation or something like that. We'll include that in. As I said, we're going to be talking a little bit about belief systems and how they affect energy, and also the each session, even though I've got a rough idea of what we're going to do, I'm going to leave it completely open to whatever shows up on the day. So I'm really happy to have people, send questions and comments, even if you want to email them to me off air. And I'm really happy to incorporate those questions and comments into the show. So let's just take a nice deep breath and just breathe nice deep breaths down into your belly, and feel your belly rise as you take a deep breath. And just place your awareness, place your focus on the breath, and just feel it moving down through your body, letting your belly expand and then feeling it moving out again, and just letting go of everything that no longer serves you. Letting go of all the toxins, letting go of all the energies that don't belong to you. And breathing deeply in and deeply out, letting go. And just let your shoulders drop down, letting go of all the tension, any tension in your neck and shoulders, just letting it all go. And take another nice deep breath. And just taking these few moments to just really relax, just really connect with who you are. Taking a moment to really just tune into your body and how amazing it is. And just acknowledging that by, being here tonight, by choosing to be here tonight, I really, really am so grateful that you decided to join me and add your energy to the call tonight. And also to recognize that, it's a step towards your own healing, anything that you want to heal within yourself. By acknowledging that and choosing to do things like this and other things that you do for healing, all contribute. It's all part of that intention to create something greater for yourself. To recognize, how amazing your body is, how super intelligent, and, the divine wisdom within that knows how to heal. And when we get out of our own way, when we allow that wisdom of the body to really do its magic, that's when amazing things can really start to happen. So thank you so much for being here. That's half an hour gone already. Please feel free to join me again next week. The show is going to be on every week till I don't know when, for as long as it's fun for all of us, I suppose. Please feel free to send comments and questions. If you have any ideas of anything that you'd like to see on the show, please feel free to let me know. And remember the 4 thumps, the exercise that we did: cheeks, K9, K27, whatever the point is, can't remember now. My brain's fried. Thymus and spleen. Use those points to energize, and in fact, do it every day this week, a couple of times a day even, and let me know next week how it went. So have an amazing week, guys. Once again, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.